else's terms, you know. So like, yeah,
Well, it doesn't mean that it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Any of them will go.
Good tune.
Yes. It's not with you.
Oh, tune. Oh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Welcome to 4 p.m. I'm Dean Stevenson, and this is going to be a fun few minutes while we put today's piece together. Now, I'll give until the curtain up to make sure that the people I've reserved this for don't come. So there's a few spare seats in the side if you want to have a seat. This is now available, so come and have a seat. It helps if you get a drink too. That's what the tables are for. Bar under the stairs. Get a drink. The more you drink, the better we sound. Let's have fun. This is called, go for it. This is called 4 p.m. for a reason, because 4 p.m. says many things. It's the deadline. It gives you a time to show up. It gives me a deadline to finish writing a piece of music. And that's what I do each day here, is to write a new piece of music. And then these musicians are now looking at the piece of music for the first time, and we're going to rehearse it. So we don't know what it sounds like. They've never played it before. We'll assemble it in front of you. They'll ask me questions. You can ask us questions. And we'll have that kind of thing where we manage a thing. We make something exist. I've spent all day making something exist. And now we'll see if we can make it look any good. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't know. And then we'll play that. And then because it's a special weekend after that, we'll play a piece. At least we'll play Friday's piece, because Friday just gone was a bit of a celebration day. So a new piece a day, and 500 days on last Friday. So we've done 500 days, 500 new pieces of music, 500 applauses. So on Friday we drank 500 bottles of wine. Yesterday was terrible. It was just terrible. But that's just a bit of a celebratory weekend for us, so we're going to play some extra stuff for you. So please welcome and give your love to the ensemble for today. Miranda, Fran, Sandra, Martin. Now, music. If you're into music, on this screen you'll see the score whiz by as we play it on my iPad here. If you read music and you want to look at the score, don't take this home, but you're welcome to look at it while we play. Just pop it down there, help yourself. So what was I thinking of today? An overwhelming thing was in my head today. I looked up the definition of innocent, and it said like a guileless or naive, which is seems like a bit of a slap for someone who might call innocent rather than guileless or naive, but essentially there are naive and guileless people. I think it's a bit harsh when innocent people don't get treated so well or get shot. Anyway, so that's what I was thinking of today. I've called today's the innocent. So let me run through what I was thinking of. It starts a bit kind of, there's some tension. There's some melodies that come and go, and I'll explain what I was thinking as we play. Okay, this is all brand new, sight reading. Here we go. Second. Sight reading for the first time. Very good, very clever. Okay. One of the things about composition is especially for people who are like commissionable composers, like if you want to commission a composer to write something for you, and if you commission the same person to write you a piece about daffodils growing by a river, a marriage celebration and a Holocaust, it's a pretty wide range of things to think about. So it'd be unfair if you thought, well, if you haven't been through a Holocaust, mate, you can't write about one. So essentially, my job is to go, what music can I, or how do I know that music works that sounds unsettled or unresolved? And sometimes that's literally all I do. I come up with a title at the end. I'm not thinking about dead people or waving grass or Jane Austen, just thinking about music that works, and the title often comes at the end. Anyway, unsettling music. Any questions from you at this stage?
All good.
Cool, all good?
But just to know where Marty comes in at D. What do you have at D, Marty?
Second bit.
Second bit, thanks.
Click right. And then change on the first beat of the second bar.
And when you repeat that phrase in bar 26, 27, it comes, yeah, same sort of thing. So across the beat to the D flat.
Oh, to slur it.
Yeah. Great. From E, maybe?
E?
Yep. We'll do that much again, so let's kind of get some meat into that. Maybe
Sorry.
I've written mezzo forte, but let's spend from second bar of F really growing the aggressive. Maybe you should get the louder. But the fourth bar of F, let's be fortissimo for everyone. I know it's good, and then a crescendo into very, very loud.
When you say poco accelerando, second bar of E,
Yep.
where are we going to?
Back to the andante. Back to andante tempo at F.
So it'll be subito slower at F.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, at the 2/4 bar, yep. Again, I did this the other day, like trying to think of there's various entries, so it doesn't sound like it's very beated. It's quite fluid. It should sound quite fluid to the audience, not to you.
Did you want it at accelerando the second time we do that melody? So, you know how you said growing into after F? That doesn't have an accelerando.
It doesn't, no. Yeah, okay. Let's do a little accelerando through F and then settles back down through the last bar, which is just held by viola into G. Lovely, thank you.
Try from E again?
Yep. Accelerando is just a fancy European word for get faster. I could write get faster. Yeah, so
When does Sandra come in?
second bar.
bar.
Everyone's off the 2/4 bar.
Sorry, yes. Good.
Yep.
Am I by myself? No.
No, that was good. I just didn't know if we all come in together.
So come in at mezzo forte. Come in at mezzo forte. Second of F.
Second of F?
Yep. Put a little di caca. Maybe put an accent on that. Timmy Crabber. Di caca.
Yep.
Okay.
Straight from second of F again?
Second of F again. Yep. First violin. chord. Like suddenly everything's just pretty. And then there's a major scale over here. That's it. So it gets, the major chord gets interrupted by the whole tone scale. So there's like a, oh, thank God it's happy and lovely and everyone's fine. And then second violin comes and fucks it all up. We get by this unease with the whole tone scale. Very nice. Can I just check at F?
Sorry,
We're playing an E
playing-
flat. Yeah,
I just
thank you.
realised. Sorry.
Great. Yeah, cool, awesome. If anybody's confused or complexed or wants to ask a question of me or of the musicians, feel free to do so. No? Okay. Yes? Sorry? Yes, correct. Violin, viola, cello. That's right. Standard string quartet. Standard as they come. Nothing standard about you, Marty, but this is what a standard string quartet looks like. Yes.
Could we try from I again? We just
Of
might
course.
have got a bit out somewhere.
Gotcha.
We're not sure.
Maybe not.
From I. Yep.
Third on I?
You can try for standard if you want.
Sorry, I played it wrong note.
Yeah. Good, and you both pause, and then the only person is viola for the first bar of K. Sorry, second bar.
second bar.
Sorry. That's it.
What?
Go from I again, please.
I again?
I said here from, sorry, let's go from H again, from H. K. First violin. Yeah, so fading right away to absolutely nothing as you go up. And it's very hard to do, I know, but you're the one to do it. No. Any questions so far? Any problems? No? Yes? Where's the drummer? Couldn't make it today, buddy. Where's there? Where? Yes?
There's some additional explanations like how to do da-da or like more passion. Doesn't mean that the notes itself don't express all of that.
That's a very good point. So there's two things there. My analogy is the written word, whether it's English, Spanish, whatever you write. If you've just written some stuff on your little note there, whoever reads that, all the information is contained within the words. The words are their own technology. Yes, so all the emotion, how to read it, how to feel is contained within the word. So on the page here, Marty has a note, it's called a C, but how fast to play it, how to get in and out of it, how to articulate it, whether it's loud, soft, whatever, is extra information that comes around that note. So sometimes I put the information in, sometimes I don't, so now they're writing it in with their pencils, or we hear each other play and go, actually, change my mind. And then we just update. That's what rehearsals are for. Yes, good question, thank you.
So I can take all the time in the world, the 2 bars of N.
Second bar of N, you will with second.
Okay, sorry.
But I can follow you.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Be aware of that.
but only starting the quavers on beat 2.
Yeah.
M for Miranda, please.
M.
What?
From letter M?
Sorry.
Yeah.
M.
O. Softly. Not too slow. Good. So now hold there. So coming into P, I may not have got, there may be some clashes here. I might not have clocked very well, but essentially the second and viola disappear right away as you go to your second note in first of P. So dee-da, right away. So let the cello rise up. And then this idea of this dee-dum beat is like a siren, like a distant
So I should
siren.
be under the cello.
No, that's very quiet. You're both very quiet. But then at the, as you see, at the fifth of P, the notes get separated. So it's like dee,
Sure.
da. So it goes from a lyrical thing into like almost like a gasping kind of a siren. And, will it end well? Does anybody survive this? I don't know. Let's find out. The drama's killing me.
Oh, I was writing violin too.
I'll write. Okay.
Second of O, please.
Interrupt us.
Second of O. Siren. Q. Second. R. Everyone lift just a little bit, cello in an S. Lift a bit for you. There we go, that was it. It ain't on a major chord, yay. Right, so when you come in at you maybe stay at mezzo piano. Yeah, give yourself somewhere to go. Yeah, so maybe let you guys stay at mezzo forte as you were, just the first, because it's a higher register. It comes
And
out
I
a
was
bit.
doing sort of a non-vib from P to U. Is that what you
Yeah,
kind of wanted?
yeah, lovely, absolutely. Thank you.
And did you say a crescendo into S?
Oh yeah.
I think just as each instrument. Well, I mean, each instrument's going to add more volume. So don't crescendo at S.
Okay.
Just build a little bit at T.
Feel a building.
Just feel a building
yeah.
at T, and then U.
And then not too big at U.
Not too big at U. Yeah. It's only really just probably the second or third bar of V where it really goes to with crescendo to forte. Yes, okay. Forte means loud.
Cool.
Okay. Any more questions? Yeah, great question. You got any more?
Do you hear the music in your head?
Yes.
Or do you just
Well, I hear it in my head, but I hear it on piano, but I hear it differently because there's a piano there. But if I'm writing, you hear a piano. I just play the piano. But if I'm writing a line for first violin, I have to imagine it as a violin. And if that bottom note there is a viola, I have to think about how close are they? Are they going to work together if they're that close, or does the viola need to be down there to get away from it to give it space? So I'm thinking about the math of arranging all the time. Just using that as a tool to help me. I don't play piano. Well, I know what the notes are, but I'm not a pianist, so I just use it. I don't play any of those either. I don't fucking play anything. So it is a weird thing to hear the music in your head. But essentially, I arrived in the day without knowing what I'm doing. Just start to find notes that work. Yeah. Cool. Any other questions? If you want to know what this is like, what the proper experience of doing this is like, which is pretty random and pretty weird, but my communication to you about the process of showing up each day, you might have 5 minutes a day, you might have 2 hours a day. I've got all day to do this. This is a book about this. This is 150 of these days consecutive of my diaries. So I've been here for 502 days now, but I chose 150 where I finish the day like this, curtain comes down, shut the museum, write a journal. So that's what that book is, and all of the live music, you see there's microphones, so we record everything, which goes also to the live stream. Hi Mum, hi Dad. There's a Patreon page, you can get all of it to you, all the recordings to your inbox, but also through that book, you can get the true experience of what it's like to create something like this every day. Any questions from you? Yes?
Please. Just a question going into N.
N.
I've got a little diminuendo, and then I've got a forte at N. Did you just mean a diminuendo from double forte to
That's it.
one forte? So
That's it. It's not much. It's just a settling down. That's all. And then you got 2 bars at the
And
end to
then
get
it's a big
really
diminuendo.
quiet. Yeah.
But it's not okay.
Yeah. Cool.
All good?
Happy to give it a shot?
Yep.
Shall I sit down?
Yep.
I'm going to sit down now because they don't need me. All right, so we'll play this. There's some recordings of all of these things. You can see these albums here up in the shop. You can buy some of our favourites, the days it really worked. Like, 147 was a good day, 11 early hit. Haven't recorded 500 yet, only wrote it on Friday. But we'll play 500 after we do this. So you can know that I'm not all about sad music. Cool, here is day 502. I've called it The Innocents. Not innocence as in CE, the feeling, but TS, the people.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Miranda Fran, Sandra, Martin. There you go. That was a bit of sad, wasn't it? What's today's piece? 502. Here's to the innocent people. There you go. Any questions about that? I'm now going to play Fridays. I've called it Fridays piece. I called Imposter's Jig because I do this every day. I have to show you all of my best stuff. I have to show you all of my worst stuff. But imposter syndrome is still here, as we all have it. I'm just trying to deal with it like everybody else. And it's a bit of a jig, so I called Friday's piece Imposter's Jig. Let's have a listen. If you've got any questions, you want to? No. What's that? Ooh, that wasn't a question. Right, so yes, this is the 4th season of 4pm. It finishes in a couple of weeks and starts again for summer. At the end of each season we go to our fantastic studio, which you probably saw down the end, and make recordings of our favourites. You can get these in the shop as well as the book. Downloads, all the things. Stay in touch with 4pm. Here is Friday's piece, the 500th piece written in a day, called Imposter's Jig. was sight read. They've never played that before. That was amazing. Thank you. Miranda, Fran, Sandra, Martin. I'm Dean Stevenson. Come and have a chat about the book or the recordings. Have a safe and goody Sunday night. Welcome to Hobart if you're visiting. Thanks, and take care of each other. Bye.
No.